You know, I hate summer. I know that's the title of the video, so you probably immediately picked up on that, but I really don't like summer. But I more hate hot weather, but since summer is all hot weather where I'm from, so I hate all of summer. And it's just, I don't get why people like it. You know, they say, oh, but it's fun in the sun. The sun is a deadly laser and is actively trying to burn you during the summer. I mean, it's just so hot and humid and it sucks. I mean, really, have you ever just considered, like, just think about it. Like, at least where I'm from, summers get somewhere between the 80s and 100s consistently. Well, not so much the hundreds, but they do happen. The 80s and 90s more consistently. And it's very hard to do anything if you really think about it. I mean, you try to step outside, you instantly want to catch fire because that's how hot it is. And then the humidity just makes it worse. Temperature's one thing, but humidity is a whole nother deal. I mean, it's just bazonkers, and I don't know why people insist that it's so much fun, because it isn't. Because you can't, like, oh, but you can play outside. It's like, well, I can play outside any time of the year because I'm from West Virginia. And the thing about being from West Virginia is that there's a lot of wilderness to play in. And you know what's nice about the other 3 seasons? I can play on the wilderness without catching fire doing it. And I don't like catching fire doing it. And you can do so much out in the summer when it's, you know, outside in the summer and all the jazz, because you get hot, you get exhausted, and then you have to go back inside so you don't burn. That is just, you know, a reality of dealing with summer, and I don't understand why people forget that. Like, it's kind of a obvious thing. It's hot, and it's annoying. I know people say, oh, but, like, you get out of school and get summer break. First of all, summer break has been shortening for years now. And second thing, guess what? I was homeschooled. So, you know, I could always just walk outside. And even then, so what? So the school system chose the absolute worst season to let you have your break. I mean, think about that. It gave you the worst season. Although, to be fair, I hear that public school air conditioning systems are very rarely reliable. So, you know, maybe it's a bit of a mercy on that part. But that's another thing I want to get with is air conditioning. Now, where I'm from, you often have to rely on window air conditioning to freeze you because it's way too hot over here. I have no idea how English people, most of their houses don't have ACs. But, like, not only do you need to have a normal AC in, like, a house in West Virginia, but you need window air conditioning to avoid burning to death inside your home. And that's the problem, because inevitably the power will go out because everyone's using the power grid more because, you know, they're trying not to burn, which makes the power system burn, which means that everyone loses their power. And it's nightmarish. I mean, it's not that bad, but it's pretty bad. And it gets even worse when you remember the consistent way to get power back is to use the generator, and to set up the generator, you have to go outside to do it in the boiling heat which you were trying to avoid in the first place. And that's even going back to the weather, as the weather gets unpredictable and dangerous even by West Virginian standards, because thunderstorms are not fun, and they're quite bad, and there's nothing more annoying than a thunderstorm. Well, okay, there's a lot more things annoying, like a derecho, but luckily we don't get many of those. But, so, like, all of this sounds pretty unfun. I'm gonna say, oh, but, like, you can eat ice cream. I can eat ice cream any time of the year. I'll eat in winter outside if I choose. And it's just, like, I don't get the obsession with it. And we have, like, this whole thing built around it. Like, oh, we can go out to picnic with, like, and picnic some other time. And, like, it's just bizarre. It doesn't have, like, the beginning of new life that spring has, or the nice breeze of warmth. It doesn't have the coolness of fall, you know what I mean, and its whole symbolism around different holidays then. And winter, though definitely quite dangerous in many ways, you don't have good heating, is still beautiful and pretty, and I can go outside without catching fire. Granted, I might freeze if I do there for too long, but I can and that's another thing, is that you can easily protect yourself against the cold, or at least easier, by putting on more clothes or doing some activities. And how do you deal with the summer? Like, I can't just rip off my skin, and I refuse I basically refuse, unless under death or something, to take off my shirt, because I really don't like doing that. So all this to say, summer sucks. Like, really, it honestly sucks. And I feel bad for anyone who had to live in a time or in a place where they don't have air conditioning, because it must be nightmarish. Like, I hear that temperatures in summer were mild in Europe than it is, like, in North America. So maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe it's like people's obsession with summer is more justified over in Europe. I don't know. I've never been there. And I know that the seasons are reversed in the South Pole. So I guess the Australians and the South Americans and Africans are having winter. So how's that going? So I guess my video's timely nature of being in the summer means nothing to you people. Sorry, my Australian viewers and Brazilian. get a lot of Brazilian and Australian viewers. I mean, I get the Australian thing, but why do people in Brazil like my stuff so much? Anyway, that's all side tangent. All to say is, I don't like the summer. It's the worst season out of the 4, and I wish it would just, I don't know, be like more like spring or fall. And it gets even worse when summer tries to take over the other neighboring season. Now that's annoying. But anyway, all to say, what do you think of my video? Do you agree that summer sucks? Or do you have a reason to justify it? Either way, comment down below and we can talk about it. Remember to hit the like and subscribe button to see my videos sooner and support the channel. And then until then, see you then. Hey, why don't you hit that sub button? You're gonna become a subscribble. Get to see my content quicker. Wouldn't that be nice? I bet so.